नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, pranam, adab, vanakkam, and in any other language if I'm not able to speak. A good afternoon to you, everyone. It's my proud privilege, and really, I'm really excited. The kind of response, encouragement which I have got for the first ever initiative I have just started, and the kind of people who are going to be associated. It'll be huge numbers. I'm told it's around 250 plus. So I welcome all of you to this new initiative where not only nationally, but also internationally, a lot of channel partners, my family, my friends, my staff, and people from the plants. I'm really thankful to all of you for sparing your valuable time to hear me out on this first ever exercise I have just done. What I'm going to share with you is not a book knowledge. Believe me, I do not read too many books of different authors, even though they are very attractive, and sometimes I get attracted to read them. But unfortunately, I'm not the kind who would like to read those kind of books, because I believe these are the experiences of those authors which they always have, and they express in the form of a book, in the form of an author, or in the form of a writer. तो मेरा जो अपना एक एक्सपीरियंस है, अनुभव है, अब मैं 60 साल का हो चुका हूं, तो मेरा जो 60 साल का अनुभव है, तो वो आज मैं आपके सामने शेयर करूंगा, क्योंकि जिस दौर से हम गुजर रहे हैं वो एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण मोड़ है हमारी लाइफ में. शायद जितनी भी जनरेशंस आज हैं जिंदा, उन्होंने कभी भी ये ऐसा शायद मौका नहीं देखा होगा, जबकि पूरा वर्ल्ड एक स्टैंड स्टिल पर आ गया है या आ चुका है. तो मैं जो अपनी नॉलेज शेयर कर रहा हूं एज ए सीईओ, एज ए कंपनी हेड, एज ए वर्कर, एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग, एज ए पर्सन, एज ए फादर, एज ए ब्रदर, as any kind of relationship I'm sharing with you are totally based on experience, and it is nothing borrowed from any book which you will find. So it is not that the experience I'm going to share with you is borrowed from any magazines or any books, or etc. And the whole idea is that experience sharing can be a book tomorrow. And believe me or not, it is such a fantastic experience, thanks to COVID, in a way that we are able to meet with these large numbers through the technology platforms, which probably will become the business. एक मंत्रा बन जाएगा आने वाले समय में कि सभी लोग बिजनेस करने के नए नए तरीके ढूंढेंगे. और शायद ये जो वीसी है, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग है, जिसमें कि 250, 300, 1000, 2000, 10,000 लोग भी इकट्ठे हो सकते हैं, एक मंच पर अपनी बात कह सकते हैं और एक दूसरे से मिल सकते हैं. इसका फायदा क्या है कि ट्रैवल कॉस्ट बच गई, होटल कॉस्ट बच गई, कपड़े बच गए, मेकअप की कॉस्ट बच गई, और इसके अलावा बहुत सारे खर्चे हैं. और सबसे बड़ी बात समय की, कि जो समय की बचत है, मैं समझता हूं कि इससे बड़ी तो कोई बचत नहीं हो सकती. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर इज दैट दिस कोविड ए बून और ए बेन. नाउ दिस इज a very interesting subject we can dwell for hours together. To me, COVID actually is a boon to me, not to myself in particular, because when I see it is basically an act of God. Nothing can happen in the world without God being present or God's approval. Whether it's China or whether it is any politics of America or international politics, keep that aside. It has only happened with the consent of God if we believe in it. If we believe in God, that means He has done it. And when He has done it, then why He has done it. Now, if we try to dissect, then you will realize that the environment, which was the biggest subject till few years back, everybody was talking about the environment, कि हमारा environment खराब हो गया है, global warming की बात कर रहे हैं. आज गंगा नदी की बात करें तो सबसे साफ है. आज बात करें pollution की तो pollution lowest थी. अगर हम बढ़ा रहे हैं तो फिर हम दोबारा डैमेज कर रहे हैं. But if I look at the nature, you can see the bird chirping, you can see a lot of new species of birds have come, a lot of animals have come. If you look at the nature, which is free, now you can see that it is available in abundance. Before we talk about the stress, so I just wanted to give the insight before we come to that level. And on top of that, this nature is going to change the stress to a certain extent in the people, in the lifestyle we going to live. So ये बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण बात है कि जब ये कोविड हुआ है तो हमें, ठीक है, ये एक बहुत हमारा बहुत बड़ा श्राप भी है एक ह्यूमन मैनकाइंड के लिए कि जब इतनी बड़ी बीमारी आई, लोग घर में बैठ गए और बाहर नहीं निकल सकते थे, लेकिन इसे हमने सीखा भी यही है कि क्या हम फैमिली इकट्ठी हो सकती हैं, हम खाना इकट्ठा खा सकते हैं, हम बाजार घूमने नहीं जाएंगे तो शॉपिंग में हमारा खर्चा बचेगा, फालतू की ज्वेलरी ले रहे हैं हम, फालतू की गाड़ियां ले रहे हैं, बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें जो हम लाइफ में कर रहे हैं, क्या उनकी रियल में जरूरत थी? शायद नहीं। तो मैं ये समझता हूँ कि जो ये ऐसी घटना हुई है, ये एक बहुत बड़ा एक सवाल छोड़ेगी आने वाले समय में नेक्स्ट जनरेशन के लिए कि क्या ये कोविड हमारे लिए अच्छा था या खराब था। आज के दिन हो सकता है कि शायद ये बिजनेस के लिए इतना फ्रेंडली ना हो, और हो सकता है फैमिलीज के लिए भी स्ट्रेस लेवल पर कहीं ना कहीं आई है। लेकिन मैं ये समझता हूँ कि आज कोविड के कारण जो एक फैमिली बॉन्डिंग आई है, उसमें आज अगर हमारे छोटे बच्चे हैं जो अभी पैदा हुए हैं, या किसी घर में अभी न्यूबॉर्न होने वाला है, लेडीज प्रेग्नेंट हैं, या उनके बच्चे 2 साल 4 साल के हैं, या माता पिता जो हैं आपके 60 साल से 80 साल 90 साल के हैं, उनका डर, उनका जो स्ट्रेस है कि कहीं उनको कोविड ना हो जाए, तो हम बाहर निकलने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम घर से काम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हम ये चाह रहे हैं कि हमें जो है ट्रैवल ना करना पड़े और बाहर का खाना ना खाएं, उससे हमारी हेल्थ अच्छी हो रही है। तो ऐसे बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स हैं कि जो हमने इस दौरान देखे हैं कि जिससे हमें ये सीखना है कि क्या हमारा ये जो स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट का जो एक आज डिस्कशन है, या जो एक आज हम बात कर रहे हैं आपसे, उसके अंदर हमें कैसे इसको ठीक करना है। तो इसमें एक बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव एज CEO ऑफ द कंपनी, एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग, आई हैव टेकन, बिकॉज माय पीपल who are working for me, whether directly or indirectly, they are the most dearest people to me. I can only grow when they are growing with me. They can only grow when they are stress free. Believe me, when this COVID started, we talked to a lot of people within the staff and family, that what can we do really to make their life much more stress free or stress less. Like Modi used to say, cash free. It's not possible to have cash free, it's cashless. So similarly, I can't say that stress free, I can say only less stress or stress less. So what I'm eventually going to say is that this is a time when we are talking about the warrior COVIDs, the COVID warriors. In the medical world, or in the medical system, we are saying the doctors are the COVID warriors, or the healthcare workers are the COVID warriors. But fortunately, you have a company, you have a brand which is called Warrior. You are selling shoes. On my behind, you can see there are Warrior shoes, and many of the channel partner and staff who are involved, they know that we are real warriors. We are not warrior from today. We are warrior from 20 years. We have been fighting with the spurious products, spurious technologies, and giving to the consumer the best in quality and the best in class. And that is what we call Warrior. And fortunately, this is the 20th year. So 2020 is 20th year of Warrior. And today is also 20th. So we timed it in a way that we would like to do on the 20th. Every 20th of each month, we are doing certain program in the company to promote the brand, to promote the legacy, and also to celebrate that how we spent those last 20 years with our staff and channel partners, and also the people we know around. Now, what comes to the mind is, in the end, let's start it officially. What is stress? I think everybody is going through stress. Nobody can say कि मुझे तनाव नहीं है, मुझे प्रेशर नहीं है, मुझे दबाव नहीं है, मुझे कोई स्ट्रेन नहीं है, मुझे कोई चिंता नहीं है, मुझे कोई डर नहीं है, मुझे फियर नहीं है। ये मानसिक भी हो सकता है, शारीरिक भी हो सकता है। आपका जो स्ट्रेस है ज्यादातर मानसिक, लेकिन शारीरिक भी हो सकता है स्ट्रेस। आपके जब शारीरिक स्ट्रेस होता है तो आपके जितने भी मसल्स हैं, आईज हैं, अगर आप कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन बहुत ज्यादा देर तक दिखते हैं तो आपके आईज में स्ट्रेस आता है, स्ट्रेन आता है, उससे आपको स्ट्रेस होता है, और वो एक शारीरिक है। ऐसे ही बहुत सारी बीमारियां हैं या बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो स्ट्रेस से पैदा होती हैं। तो स्ट्रेस एक ऐसी बीमारी है कि जो सबको है, कम है, ज्यादा है, आज है, कल है, लेकिन वो होगी। अगर आज मेरा बच्चा है, उसको एग्जाम में जाना है, हम चाहते हैं कि वो फर्स्ट आए क्लास में, उसके 100 में से 100 मार्क्स आए, या वो चाह रहे हैं कि वो बच्चा जो है एक्सेल करे। किसी को जॉब चाहिए तो वो इंटरव्यू के जाता है, इंटरव्यू में पास होगा, फेल होगा, मालूम नहीं है, उसको स्ट्रेस है। कोई जॉब पे जा रहा है, उसको पता नहीं है कंपनी में कल उसको निकालना दिया जाए, उसको उसका स्ट्रेस है। बिजनेसमैन को उसका बिजनेस डाउनफॉल हो गया, उसको उसका स्ट्रेस है। आज कोविड में गाड़ियां नहीं बिक रही थी पहले, तो गाड़ी वाले चिल्ला रहे थे कि कितनी गाड़ियां कम बिक रही हैं, एंड दे वर रियली स्ट्रेस्ड। सो इन बिजनेस वी ऑल्सो हैव स्ट्रेस। साधु जी हमारे हैं, हमारे रिटेल में देखते हैं, उनके जूते नहीं बिक रहे हैं तो उनको बहुत बड़ा स्ट्रेस है कि हम करें क्या। तो हमारी कंपनी के अंदर बिजनेस कर रहे हैं हम, हमारे जूते नहीं बिक रहे हैं क्योंकि सबसे कम जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो शूज की है, तो हमारी कंपनी सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रेस है। तो ऐसे केस में जबकि स्ट्रेस है तो उसके क्या मुख्य कारण हैं? मेरे हिसाब से दो मुख्य कारण हैं। वन इज नोन फियर, second is unknown fear. The known fear is that I will fail in my class because I have not done very good in mathematics or English or any subject I'm talking about. I have not done very well in my sales. My share prices will drop. My channel partners are complaining that they are not able to sell, so my business is in stress. There are a lot of fears which are known fears. बट मेरे प्रॉपर्टी नहीं बिक रही है, मेरे पास पैसे की शॉर्टेज है, मेरे पास फैमिली के अंदर इश्यूज आ गए हैं, या मेरी कोई भी कोविड के कारण हेल्थ खराब है, या मेरा नाम की कोई दिक्कत है, आई हैव ए प्रॉब्लम विद माय नेम, माय फेम इज एट स्टेक. सो देयर आर नोन फियर्स दैट वी already know that the fears are known. Now those which are known fears, they can be addressed a little bit easily, but then there are unknown fears. The unknown fears are the most difficult and delicate to really find a solution, and the solution lies within. The solution doesn't lie outside. If we know ourselves that I am going through depression, I have an anxiety, I have fear of loss of any kind, it could be my brother, it could be my father, it could be my sister, it could be any kind of fear. My father may die tomorrow because he is going through COVID. So there are fear which are also unknown fear. These are the fear which are really very, very difficult to handle, because the known fears, tomorrow your business may do well, you will start working on new technologies, you will work on new philosophy, you will work on new business plan, you will try to cut cost, you will do a lot of new measures to improve your business. But then you already know that what actions you can take, what actions are within your hand, what actions are from the government, because even the governments at various levels, whether it's US, whether it's India, whether it is UAE, every government is taking actions to come out of this stress, where or from the COVID. But these are the areas where we can only do through policy initiatives, which is in the hands of the government. But what we can do internally is within our hand. So the known fears are the ones which probably we'll talk more today. But the unknown fears are, of course, we will dwell on that. But हमें खुद ये देखना है कि हमारा फियर का कारण क्या है. अगर हमें फियर का कारण हम खुद जानना चाहें, जान सकते हैं. हमें पता होता है लेकिन हम इग्नोर करते हैं, या हम डिनायल मोड में रहते हैं. मुझे कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं है, मेरे को स्ट्रेस तो है लेकिन मुझे स्ट्रेस नहीं है. मुझे प्रॉब्लम है लेकिन मुझे प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. तो हमें अगर प्रॉब्लम है, हमें एडमिट करना है अपने मन में कि हाँ, मुझे आज समस्या है, किसी भी चीज की हो सकती है, उस समस्या का हल मुझे ढूंढना है. अगर वो हम चाहेंगे तो समस्या का हल हम ढूंढ पाएंगे, और अगर हम नहीं चाहेंगे तो हम उसको डिनायल मोड में रह करके इग्नोर करेंगे और बोलेंगे शायद अपने आप ठीक हो जाएगा. कुछ केसेस में अपने आप भी ठीक होता है, नेचर भी कई बार अपना रोल प्ले करती है, और शायद कुछ केसेस में ऐसा भी होगा कि नेचर जो है प्ले करेगी और उससे हमारा स्ट्रेस जो खत्म होगा. अब जो है ये जो स्ट्रेस है होता क्यों है, इसकी दो मुख्य बातें हैं ये कि इसमें सिंगल इशू हो सकता है, मल्टीपल इशू हो सकता है, और इसमें यह है कि स्ट्रगल ऑफ लाइफ, इसके अंदर जो हमारी इंटेंसिटी है वो अगर कंटिन्यू करती है. अगर मुझे स्ट्रेस है किसी एक चीज से, मेरा बेटा क्लास में फेल हो गया, या मेरी डाइवोर्स हो गया, या मेरा कोई और समस्या आ गई, पता चला बिजनेस भी ठीक नहीं चल रहा है, डाइवोर्स भी हो गया, बच्चा भी क्लास में फेल हो गया, जॉब भी जाने वाली है, तो मल्टीपल इश्यूज हो गए. तो स्ट्रेस जो है उसके कई कारण हो सकते हैं, एक कारण भी हो सकता है और कई कारण भी हो सकते हैं. तो इसलिए स्ट्रेस को हमें जानना जरूरी है, और जितना आप उसको लिस्ट डाउन करेंगे कि मेरी लिस्ट में ये मेरे एरियाज हैं ऑफ कंसर्न्स, ये मेरे ऐसी ऐसी समस्याएं हैं जो मुझे जॉट डाउन करनी है एक पेपर पे, तो हमें मालूम रहेगा कि इस समस्या को हमें कैसे हल करना है. कुछ समस्या तो आपके हाथ में है ही नहीं, कुछ तो भगवान के हाथ में है. द गॉड इज देयर टू हेल्प यू, बट ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव टू बिलीव इन गॉड फॉर दैट. एंड कुछ चीजें ऐसी हैं कि जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है और ठीक भी नहीं हो सकती हैं. लेकिन कोई ऐसा सिंगल फार्मूला नहीं है मेरे पास बताने के लिए कि भैया आप ये कर लीजिए, कल से आप ठीक हो जाएंगे. चाहे मोदी भी जी चाहे, ट्रंप भी चाहे, या कोई भी दुनिया का इंसान है, कोई किसी के पास फार्मूला नहीं है, दवाई नहीं है जो किसी को दे दे और वो कहे कि साहब आपका ये ठीक हो जाएगा. So I do not believe in any philosophy where anybody can say I have a formula for de-stress or stress-free life. I think we have to deal with it. We have to live with it. We have to deal with it, and we have to rectify it. And we have the ability to resolve the issues which are coming from time to time. Now, where are the stress coming from? So I will dwell on three major areas of, one is mind, body, and soul. So if I divide the stress, I have to divide into three parts. Believe me, again, this is all my own philosophy. I may be right, I may be wrong. Please pardon me if you don't like this discussion or you don't like my, experiences. It could be you may have a better experience or you have a better experience. But that is the way I would like to handle. Now, when we say mind, body, and soul, these are the three major elements of stress. Whether it comes from one of them or it can come from three of them. We can solve with one of them, we can solve with three of them, we can solve with two of them, or vice versa. Now, how do I, let's say, pronounce this? When we have a mind and body and soul connection, we are talking about, let's say, an example of skating. When you are doing a skating, that means you have to keep your balance, you have to keep your speed, you have to keep your mind in very, sthir avastha mein, very still mind. So likewise, when you do any kind of sport, you do bicycle. Now in bicycle, you can fall down, but you are having a speed, you have brakes, you have horn, you have a lot of, tools along with. But in the end, what comes to your mind, it could be even work also. But in the end, it is mind, body, and soul. It is the balance which we need to strike individually, collectively, that how can we make stressless life when we attack on all these three problems or problem areas or the concern which are coming to us through these three major factors. Now, what are the three major areas we talked about? Then how do we de-stress or stress less? So if we talk about mind, which is the biggest root cause of majority of our problems, either body controls mind or mind controls body. To my mind, it is the mind which controls the body. It's the mind which controls your soul also to a certain extent. So what is the real reason for mind to be stressful? Because the free items, the free objects, or the free bees which the God has given us, whether you talk about air, you talk about water, you talk about mountains, you talk about seaside, you talk about gardens, you talk about nature, birds, animals, and sea life, or whatever life which is free, given by God, we do not use them. We try to use the life where we can purchase things. We buy mobile phones, we buy air conditioners, we buy good cars. Yes, these are also very, very important for all of us. But at the same time, if you really want to de-stress or stress less, the biggest is the nature. The more close you are to the nature and you admire the beauty of, peacock, you admire the beauty of a bird, you admire the beauty of a cow, you admire the beauty of any animal you like, you admire the beauty of nature, the trees, the flowers, you admire the beauty of Ganges, you admire the beauty of seaside, or maybe any kind of nature which exists in the world. Only when you use them in your mind all the time, whenever there is a stress, please try to visit any of these, whether you have gone for a holiday in Singapore, you have gone for a holiday in Japan, or you have gone to Middle East, you like certain things there. Try to bring those back to your mind. And this is one of the biggest stress buster which you can bring to yourself in your mind. So mind is the biggest root cause of the stress, and this is where the entire problem or equilibrium is disturbed. Secondly, as we always say, be positive. Fortunately, my blood group is B positive. So maybe by the act of God, I am B positive. May not be B positive, but by act of God, I am B positive. The third thing is that what is most important to your life. The most important things to your life is your family. Your family could be your parents, could be your wife, could be your children, could be your relatives. Can you love them? Can you make them unconditional love? Do not try to find faults in your people around you. Yes, there are occasions, even I have done. So it's not that, I'm a saint. I also, abused or accused, my family members. But then I start thinking myself why I've done that. What prompted me to do that? So, but you have to then, not live in denial mode. You say yes to yourself. Yes, I made a mistake here today. I could have done it little better. I would have done it little beautifully and could have avoided. For example, the wife cooks the food for you every day. On one particular day, she makes a dal for you, or she makes a chicken for you, or makes any kind of pasta, etc. for you. And suddenly there's a high amount of salt or high amount of chilies, and you start shouting. For 29 days, she has worked so hard to give you a wonderful meal. If on one day that meal was not so appropriate, then I think you need to ask yourself whether you deserve to shout. No. So which means that can you bring that unconditional love, and can you share your feelings? If suppose you have a high salt diet or high salt product, you can say, madam, can I tell you today the salt was a little higher? Can you just fine tune it? Maybe this is a way of communication. You need to talk to your family and confide in them. Talk to them all the time. If you confide in your family, because they are the most dearest, you are living for your parents or you are living for your children in the whole of life. You are earning money, you are having status, you have name, fame. In the end, for what? When you are going to go up and meet the God there, you are not going to carry anything from with you. So eventually, whatever you are earning or you are learning, it is for your either one generation up or one generation down, or maybe even two generation down. So it's important that you confide in your family, you talk to them, very regularly, not close the doors. Whether it's wife, okay, no, we will not talk to each other for 1 week. Yes, no problem, fine. On 8th day, at least you talk to each other. So if we keep on that communication, so the communication is the key for bringing down the stress within the family. Otherwise, you are the sole earning member of the family. And if you're going home with stress every day, you're also making them stress. So that means it is stressing the whole family. So you are the larger creator of that stress within the family. So that means you have a role and responsibility that tomorrow when you are stressing the family, you are the one responsible. Would you like to be responsible? No. So important is that when we are talking about mind, and the biggest problem of everybody, including me, we play mind games. Now, mind games is the one thing which is the root cause of any stress. That stress can be outburst. That stress you are accumulating maybe for 1 week, maybe one for 2 days, maybe for 1 month. And when the stress explodes, either you will shout on your people down the line or you will shout above the line. So which means that the mind games are the most difficult task we need to understand. I have given an example that everybody is thinking. All the time we are thinking. So if you imagine that you are in a cage, that means mind is a cage, mind is a pinjara, and your thoughts are inside, that is you are inside the cage. And stress is an animal, stress is a lion. Now, if you are inside the cage with your thought, the lion is going to eat you, isn't it? Is it that the lion and you are inside the cage, would it not eat you? It will definitely eat you. So that means if we are carrying in that cage our thoughts, that means the lion is what? Lion is stress. So the stress will eat you. So what you need to deal with it is, you have to deal with this lion. Look, I'll fight with you. In your own mind, when you are playing those games, you have to talk to your mind. Look, nonsense will not happen. I will not allow it. I'll fight with you. But if you do not fight, that means you stress yourself too much, and then as an action plan, you will make decision in business, at family, at home, or maybe any place you are working. You will make wrong, you can say decisions. So which means when you are talking to yourself, you must assume all the time that these mind games I must stop. What is happening in the mind of somebody else, you are thinking about it. What is happening in the mind of your brother, you are thinking about it. What is happening in the mind of your colleagues, you are thinking about it. And sometimes you start talking to yourself. You are talking too much to yourself. You are talking for one problem. Somebody abused you. Suppose किसी ने आपको एक गाली दे दी. Suppose you are very allergic to गाली. अब वो आपको गाली दे दी, एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार, 50 बार आपके दिमाग में वो गाली गूंजती रहेगी. किसी ने कोई बात, बॉस ने आपको झाड़ दिया, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं भी बॉस हूं, शायद मैं भी किसी को झाड़ सकता हूं या कई बार फायर कर देता हूं. अब आपके दिमाग में वो बात घर कर गई और आप उससे बार बार उसको रिप्ले कर रहे हैं. दैट रिप्ले नेवर, तो पॉज बटन है, एक रिप्ले है, एक रिकॉर्डिंग है, एक फास्ट फॉरवर्ड है. सो एवरी माइंड हैज 4 buttons. You want to record, you have recorded. You have fast forward, you can fast forward and move to the next. You can replay, you can play, you can replay again and again, again and again. That is what mind does. So when you have that kind of situation where somebody has abused you, or somebody has said something wrong to you, or somebody has injustice to you, you start playing in your mind those thoughts repeatedly. And as a result, you will find that you have a huge stress. That stress is the major reason of the mind game we are playing. And what is most important is that when you talk to yourself and you say to your mind, look, I'm not going to let you win. मैं इस शेर को मार दूंगा. That means I'm going to kill that thought. For example, my channel partner has sent me a mail on quality, or he has complained about somebody, or somebody is sending me a mail which is very nasty. बहुत अच्छी मेल नहीं लिखी, बहुत गाली लिखी, उसमें गाली की अलग अलग परिभाषा हो सकती है, तो उससे अच्छा नहीं लिखा. तो जब मेरे पास वो आया, तो एक तो तरीका है उस टाइम रिस्पॉन्स कर दें आप. जब उस टाइम आप रिस्पॉन्स करेंगे तो ये समझ लीजिए कि वो आपका रिस्पॉन्स सबसे ज़्यादा नेगेटिव होगा, क्योंकि आपके पास इतना स्ट्रेस आ चुका है उस मेल से. अब आप उसको एक दिन के बाद आप टाइप कर लीजिए, पूरा जवाब टाइप कीजिए और सेव कर लीजिए. नेक्स्ट डे आकर के उसी मेल को दोबारा पढ़िए, तो आप बोलेंगे यार ये मेल तो भेजने की कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. तो यू विल फाइन ट्यून दैट मेल, यू विल चेंज दैट मेल, you will find that the mail which I wanted to respond would have really escalated the trouble and the problem to the next level. But because I have kept on hold that mail, probably next day you will be calmer because you have slept one day, and then next day when you're coming, you are cool, you will not respond. So sometimes overreaction or reaction to somebody's stress acquired by you could also lead to that kind of a situation where you make wrong examples. The second, major important for mind is the perception. Now here, one of my guru who taught me was suffering lies in perception, but not perception of fact. क्या कहते हैं? Suffering का मतलब stress lies in the perception. Perception जो है, हमारी क्या सोच है किसी के बारे में, व्यक्ति के बारे में हो सकती है, सोसाइटी के बारे में हो सकती है, या अपने फैमिली के बारे में हो सकती है. परसेप्शन ऑफ फैक्ट्स अलग हो सकते हैं, जो फैक्ट हैं वो कुछ और हैं. मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल बताता हूँ. मैं करीबन 5-6 साल पहले हम शिप पर थे विद माय फैमिली. सो माय चिल्ड्रन एंड माय फैमिली वाज विद मी, माय वाइफ वाज विद मी, एंड आई आस्क्ड a simple question to my children over one evening over a dinner, and I said, tell me, how do you see me? What do you think about me? I'm an orthodox, I'm a modern person. What is your opinion about me? So I had a perception in my mind. I was thinking that I'm a very liberal father, I'm a very outgoing father, I'm an extrovert father. But when my daughters told me, Papa, you are very orthodox, पूरी हवा निकल गई मेरी. ये पता लगा कि भाई मैं तो अपने आप को समझता हूँ कि मैं खुदा हूँ, लेकिन मुझे तो इंसान भी शायद नहीं समझ रहे हैं. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि जो परसेप्शन है वो आप अपनी खुद बनाते हैं. रियलिटी जरूरी नहीं है वो, क्योंकि परसेप्शन जो है वो आपने अपनी धारणा की दिमाग में, लेकिन रियलिटी में ये है कि जो सामने वाला है वो आके बताएगा. एक एग्जांपल और दे सकता हूँ आपको मैं, कि फॉर एग्जांपल आपने एक नई गाड़ी खरीदी, पहली गाड़ी थी आपकी या दूसरी थी, पहली थी तो और भी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, दूसरी थी तो बड़ी गाड़ी ले ली आपने, मान लो मर्सिडीज ले ली, BMW ले ली आपने, और पता चला कि गाड़ी आपने बाहर खड़ी की है, बड़ी उसको पूरा अच्छा साफ सूफ करके खड़ी की है, और 2 घंटे के बाद आप घर से वापस आए तो पता चला कि इसमें बहुत बड़ा डेंट पड़ गया। जब डेंट पड़ गया तो अब आपका तो स्ट्रेस लेवल एकदम बढ़ गया, ये क्या हुआ, मैंने इतनी महंगी गाड़ी खरीदी है और ऐसा है वैसा है। तो आपने जैसे ही देखा वहां पर एक बच्चा जो है पास से, उसके हाथ में कुछ सामान था, आपने बच्चे से कुछ मत पूछा, उसको पिटाई कर दी, 2-4 उसको लगा दिए लेफ्ट एंड राइट। अब वो बच्चा जो है रोना शुरू कर दिया। वहां पर एक आप जैसे कोई सज्जन खड़े थे, बोल रहे थे साहब आपने बच्चे की पिटाई कर दी, लेकिन वास्तविकता तो ये है, यहाँ से कभी एक स्कूटर वाला गया था और वो स्कूटर वाले ने जो है गाड़ी में डेंट मार दिया। तो परसेप्शन क्या था कि आपने उस बच्चे को देखा और 2-4 लगा दिए उसको, ये आपकी परसेप्शन थी। रियलिटी क्या थी कि स्कूटर वाला मार के चला गया, आपको पता नहीं है, आपने परसेप्शन के बेस पे आपने डिसीजन ले लिया। तो ये 2 एग्जांपल से मैं ये बता देना चाहता हूँ कि परसेप्शन जो है ये लाइफ की सबसे बड़ी हमारी एक विडंबना है, प्रॉब्लम है, और हमें इसको ये देखना है कि हम इसको कैसे ठीक करें कि हम परसेप्शन पर ना जाएं, हमेशा फैक्ट्स वेरीफाई करें। आज फैक्ट्री में क्वालिटी के प्रॉब्लम आती है, ऐसा नहीं है कि अचानक ही स्टाफ को, वर्कर को डांटना शुरू कर दें। ट्राई टू डाइसेक्ट द प्रॉब्लम, go deep into the problem, try to dissect and find out what was the real cause. If that real cause is found out, that means that problem will never occur. And I have been seeing that throughout my life, that the more I go to the root cause, I try to find a solution, sustainable solution. So that means the perception which you have, if you try to find a solution to that, then automatically you will find that your problem is resolved. So these are the 2 major takeaways from home. One is the mind games and second is the perception. So if you like this, maybe you can take some notes of this. These are to me the most important reasons of stress. The second aspect of stress is the human body. Now, when we have stress from the brain, we are carrying, that stress to our body automatically. You feel tired, you feel lazy, you feel lethargic, you feel let's say distressed, then your body does not support your function because mind prevails upon your body too much. But what is most important is, if you see your body, 70% of your body constitutes oxygen or water. This means that water can be the biggest stress buster. Whenever आपको गुस्सा आता है, सभी बोलते हैं भाई पानी पी लो एक गिलास। कभी आपको कुछ दिक्कत आती है, भाई साहब पानी पी लीजिए, आप शांत हो जाइए। सो दैट मीन्स वाटर इज द बिगेस्ट रीजन फॉर डिस्ट्रेसिंग और स्ट्रेसलेस, दैट इफ यू वुड लाइक टू रिड्यूस स्ट्रेस, यू मस्ट ड्रिंक वाटर। जब भी आपको गुस्सा आए, आपको स्ट्रेस आए, एक गिलास पानी पीजिए। दैट इज प्रॉब्ली द इजिएस्ट वे। सो दीज सोल्यूशंस आर वेरी आई वुड से वेरी लीस्ट कॉस्ट सोल्यूशंस। और ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि कोई किसी को स्ट्रेस ना हो। आज नहीं है तो कल आ जाएगा, आपकी वजह से आए, किसी और की वजह से आए। तो स्ट्रेस जो है ये कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस है। इट कैन नॉट बी दैट यू हैव रिजॉल्व वन प्रॉब्लम, नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम इज देयर ऑन द डोर फॉर यू टू रियली फाइंड अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर। द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट हाउ यू स्टार्ट योर लाइफ, हाउ यू स्टार्ट योर डे. So when you sleep in the night, you're almost dead. Consider as you're dead. That means when you're starting a day, you should be thankful to God. Look, here is the sunny, new, bright day. Even if it's raining, it's here, new day. I am starting my life again. That means, can you thank God? Not necessarily that you have to talk, you have to shout Ram, Ram, Ram or Allah, Allah. No, that is not necessary. You do it inside. There's no need to talk to so many people that I'm doing this. You believe in yourself that I'm doing it for myself. So when you are doing, the starting of the day, that means you are lucky that you have woken up the next day with a श्वास जो आपको मिला है कि आज आप श्वास ले रहे हैं, आप जिंदा है. So सबसे पहले जो श्वास है हम उसकी बात करें. श्वास means breathing. The biggest stress buster continuously would be that how deeply you breathe in and out. That means you're in and out. If in is 5 seconds, yours should be 10 seconds. That means you inhale and exhale, which is called pranayam. You must do it regularly. I've been doing it almost since many years. I recommend to you, probably the immunity for COVID you need is pranayam is one of the major factor, because in the nostrils, you have those germs of COVID. If you do pranayam each and every day, it will build your immunity on a regular basis. So pranayam and breathing deeply is the mantra for de-stressing your entire life or stress less your entire life. Secondly, ये नहीं कि मैं बाबा रामदेव का प्रचार कर रहा हूं, but what I'm saying is these are the age old practices we have been using and we have lost them somewhere. But if we can restart this, and work from home has taught us, we had a lot of time in life, and but never we did it. But now work from home has given us their teaching and time. Look, we must go back to our roots. We should find that we are having time for our body, because if you cannot support your body, you cannot work. So that means you must give as much time, as much effort, as much, you can say, help to your body, because you are taking that almost 16 hours. If you sleep 8 hours, even then it's working. But 16 hours you use your eyes, your brain, your ear, your shoulders, your hands, your feet, your body, your stomach, etc., etc. So that means you must give back to your body. If you are not giving enough to your body, you are बहुत excess weight hai, you have diabetes, you have BP problems, you may have any kind of diseases. So it is important that when we do pranayam, we add alom vilom exercise. And importantly, as I said, that you must do walks. If you can afford to do morning walk, or you can do evening walk of 30 minutes, even if you do 7 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week. 3 is the minimum I would recommend, but 3 to 4 days or 7 days probably would be the most ideal thing you can do to your body. Believe me, this is the only thing you can do yourself. If you want to play badminton, you want to play cricket, you want to play golf, you want to play any other game, you need a lot of apparatus, you need shoes, maybe you need dress, you need so many hundreds of things, very, very expensive. But what God has given you, 2 legs, you can walk all the time, whether it is rain, whether it is sun, whether it is windy, whether it's snowy, irrespective of the nature, irrespective of the time of the day, you can do your walk. You beat morning, preferably, if not, at least evening. So evening and morning walk is the real key to your de-stressing for your sustainability. And that is very, very important. Can you keep your life simple? Do not try to complicate your life. लाइफ में बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेट करेंगे अपने आप को, बहुत ज्यादा पैसा चाहिए, बहुत ज्यादा शोहरत चाहिए, ठीक है, ये जरूरत है लाइफ की, बट इतना भी ना हो कि हम उनके पीछे इतना भागें कि इट इज लाइक ए मिराज. When you go to a desert, you want to find water with the reflection of sun and sand. You find that, oh, there is a water 500 meters down the line. But when you go near that water, or what you perception, you find there is no water. So which means keep the life as simple as possible, as much you can. But it doesn't mean that you should not live in luxury, you should be a sadhu. We are a businessman. We would like to lead. We have a given role and responsibility. My role and responsibility is to feed 5,000 families who are working with me. My role cannot be I start doing bhajan and chimta and tabla, etc., and sitting at home, or going to mandir and start doing this. No, the God has given you some responsibility and you must do that part. The God has not given you that, okay, you just come to my temple and stay there forever and then leave the company to dogs. That's not your role. So which means that you have a given role and responsibility, and the God has given you, he has written for you that responsibility and role, and you have to find that you have to fulfill that responsibility responsibly. This is, again, I'm not against any antibiotics or English medicines. I would suggest as much as possible. I have seen by myself, I'm curing my asthma, my many other diseases I had from none of the English medicines, either through mind stress or de-stress or body de-stress, or partially I've been using, these Ayurvedic medicines, which are probably less harmful or least harmful in your life. Because if you eat a lot of medicines, which are antibiotics, they may cure you for a while, but the next time you need much more strength and much more, stronger doses to improve your lifestyle and life. The other, areas could be, you can have aromatherapies, if you have smell. Fortunately, on the back of me, you will say that we have entered into perfume business. So even perfumes at times can give you a lot of de-stressing. So you apply a perfume, whether it's oud or whatever you like, a flower, you just spray, and while you're going to sleep, just spray and see the difference. There will be huge difference in your sleep pattern, or even during the day, or whenever you go. A smell is also a de-stressor. It can de-stress yourself. then you should be a doctor of your body. You are the only one, you know your body best. You go to any doctor, he will ask you 100 questions and then he will probably give you a prescription. But believe on me, you are the best doctor of yourself. If you find yourself that you can find a treatment for yourself, whether it's mind games, whether it is body, which relates to water, it relates to breathing, pranayam. Of course, if there is a surgery, you have a heart attack, okay, I cannot really comment on that. Of course, you have to go to a doctor. But that doesn't mean that you have a heart attack and you stay at home, eat Ayurvedic medicine. That is not what I'm giving my suggestion to. So what we always say, that prevention is better than cure. So that means if you can prevent any kind of stress or disease, you are already cured. The third, which is probably the most difficult, is the soul part of it. The soul part is we all are souls. Soul does not have any religion. Soul does not have any height. Soul does not have any obesity. Soul is, we all live like a God. We are all part of God. We all are one. And that is the oneness we need to create. So which means that if you really want to de-stress yourself, then probably you can use that route also. Not that you do 8 hours or 20 hours or 15 hours. If you can afford, try to do. One is rituals. You can hear a bhajan, you can hear some kind of music or something which give you de-stress. It could be morning bhajans, it could be songs in your car when you're traveling. Important is that can you be connected to the God in some form. So if you can do rituals, which could be a puja, archana, or daily in your life in the morning, go to temple or a church or to a masjid or to wherever you go, you pray for a while, whatever you believe in. But then is the meditation, which is the most difficult part, where I have a disagreement sometimes with my wife also, that is meditation the key to success or key to this. I have a very different argument. Meditation is important. I am not saying that we should not do meditation, but maybe we as business people, do we have enough time? And how many of us can do meditation for hours together in the night or whatever the time is, for continuously, and then हम जो है evolved इंसान बन जाएंगे? I doubt very much that as a businessman, I do not think even if I want to do it, I can do it. But that does not mean that I stop meditation. Please do. If you have time, you must do as much meditation as possible. But if you do not have time, do not stress yourself that मैंने meditation नहीं की, करता तो मैं ये होता है वो हो जाता. So meditation is important, but it is not the only thing you need in life to do. It's up to you to decide, because if I am in a business, I have maybe after 70, 75 and out of business, I might do more meditation than I'm doing now. Meditation again is a healing process, is again a de-stressing scenario. But important is that you believe in God. Now I'm coming to that part which is very, very important to everyone's life, is can you surrender yourself to God unconditionally? एक भजन में कई बार 2 लाइनें सुनाता हूं आपको. प्रभु आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, करते हो तुम कन्हैया, मेरा नाम हो रहा है. तो eventually, believe me or not, everything is destined. God is doing everything. We think we are doing everything, but it is not a fact. If you start believing in God, you leave things to the God, He will do the best for you. He may not be working with you, but He's working for you. He's working with you also. So I can give an example how I say, it's like you are a kite, like I'm a kite, and there is a connection of डोर कह लीजिए, आप उसको धागा कह लीजिए, उसको आप कुछ भी कह लीजिए, आप जुड़े हैं, और एक चरखड़ी है. There is a if you have flown kites in your past, then probably everybody will recollect. The God is having the control in His hand. Now if you want to fly out, you can fly out. You want to go 100 meters, 200 meters, 500 meters, 1000 meters, but maybe after 300 meters your patang, your kite is very stable. That means the tension between the door and dhaga and with the God connection is firm, is the most firm. But after that, if the kite goes further 1 kilometer, you may not be able to see the kite, or if you see, it'll be very, very small. That means the connection to the God has loosened. The wire or the thread will sag, the door will sag, and the control will be loose from the God. And a time will come, the external pressures of air, hotness, or some other patang will come that will cut you. So which means that if you lose that connection with the God has a connection with you permanently. Now, if you want to lose that connection by going too far away, then imagine that your patang, your kite is away from with the God's control, and it is in the control of external environments. And that is where the real challenge and problem starts. So what I'm trying to impress upon is that I believe that almost since 10, 12 years, I've surrendered completely to the God. Believe me or not, things are far better. Every day is a better day. Every day I get better news in terms of whether it is business, whether it is society, whether it is my family life is getting better and better. Don't question God, because you can't question him. So if you like an ant, example of ant. Now an ant has a heart, and ant has a kidney or liver or mind, everything. They do everything in their season. If Barish season is coming, they know what to do. If winter season is coming, they know what to do. And an ant can carry probably double, triple the weight than its own weight. This was an example I got to know yesterday. And so what I'm trying to say is that you are built by the God to take any kind of stress, any kind of pressure, any kind of situation. But your connection to the God should be unconditional. You leave it to him. Your success, your failure, your whatever you are in life, you cannot. If I want to become Mukesh Ambani, unfortunately I cannot, even if I want to, because I need that luck and that hard work, even if I put in, but the luck is important. So if somebody may ask, what is the content of luck? What is the percent of karma, hard work? I have my own mind. To me, 100% is luck, 100% destiny. I beg to differ with many of my friends. Some say 20%, some say 10%. Some have said, no, it's all karmas. You can change your karmas. You can change everything in life. But my belief is that if you surrender to God completely, I think you will get maybe more than 100%. So in the end, the whole three areas we talked about, mind, body, and soul. So in the end, we are coming to a situation where if you really want to, resolve the stress in our life, so these are the three major areas of concerns I have talked about. And these are the things you can practice yourself. In the end, all I can say is that you believe in God, surrender to God unconditionally, and just enjoy what he is doing for you. If you start analyzing what the God is doing for you each and every day, every moment, whether it's business. Example, you are a businessman. You filed a tender of, let's say, 1 crore. Now you tried very hard, your level best. So unfortunately, you failed to get the tender. So you are stressed. Oh, I had a business plan. I want to do a tender. I lost the tender for 1 crore. Now what will happen to my business? Somebody else got the tender in place of you. And then you realized after 6 months or 3 months, the raw material cost to manufacture that particular product has gone 30% higher for whatever reasons. Then you thank God. Thank God. If I would have taken the tender, I would be in trouble. So which means the God was there to help you. The God was there to, teach somebody else. So, but only when you believe in that, then you will try to understand and you will come to a conclusion. That conclusion can come from the analysis you will do each and every day. The more you start analyzing, the more your sixth sense will start getting stronger, and you will try to dissect the God's wish or God's plan or God's activities. You can dissect. It's not that if I'm doing meditation only, I can do that. You can do that without that. You can start believing in it and start experiencing, and then you will find that. So these are the, we are coming almost to the end of this session. And, first I would like to, thank entire Liberty team, the IT team especially, who has done a lot of hard work to bring all this up, uninterrupted supply, uninterrupted, connection. And also, to Mr. Sanjay Pandey, who has done all this studio setup for me. And he's also a teacher for me. I don't know how much of you know me as a singer. We have started a warrior music station about 5 months back. So music has become my second hobby, and I can see the God in music, which is always there. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all of you for your precious time you have spent with me. And unfortunately, you can't speak. I have not given you that liberty, and I'm keeping that liberty with me for not letting you speak. That only listen to me, because I have only one mouth, but you have two ears. So you are better than me anyway. So we would like to get your responses on WhatsApp, on email, how you feel about this session. If you would like to give your comments, whether negative, positive, doesn't matter. In the end, you are free to talk to me. You can send me to Hemant or whosoever you know him in the company. Please send me your, response or your opinion or your concerns or your whatever you feel like. And I will be very happy to repeat something in the near future. Thank you very much, all of you, for your patient listening. And I'm more excited and happy to deliver this all to you. Thank you so much once again. Namaskar.